If this is your first time visiting my channel and you want to know more about living in Toronto, please subscribe and tap the bell, and you will be the first to hear about new events and trends in real estate in Toronto. My name is Ed Bulmer, and I get calls and texts from people like you every day. So if you want to know more about living in Toronto, please call or text me, and I will answer you right away. Hello, in today's video, I'm going to discuss the pros and cons on Toronto Island. So please stick around to the end because the best kept secret is at the end. Well, first of all, I want to say that I actually love Toronto Island. I live downtown on the waterfront, and I'm there every weekend just exploring the nature, the beaches, the restaurants, the marina life. I absolutely love it. It's a great place to go with families, and as you'll see later on in this video, that it has all kinds of attractions for all ages. So first of all, I want to talk about getting there. There are several ways you can get to Toronto Island. The main way is the Toronto Island Ferry. There are 3 different ferries that go from the right down on the harborfront Bay Street. You can go to Center Island where the rides and activities and the flower gardens are. You can go to Ward's Island, which is the far east end, where you can find the cafe and the Riviera restaurant and the houses that you can wander through. And then you can go to the east end, which is Hanlon's Point, where there's beaches. You can walk along the parkway there, and there are several attractions in that area as well as the lighthouse. So that's one way you can get there. Another way you can get there are private water taxis, where you can access them at several areas along the waterfront, especially down in the harborfront area. Now there are also the private Marina Ferry, which goes right to the Toronto Island Marina. It's actually a public ferry run by the Marina, and you are welcome to go on that. There is a charge. Now, one thing nice about going on the Toronto Island ferries is you only pay going there. You don't pay coming back. And just as a suggestion, if you want to avoid long lines, try the Ward's Island or the Hanlon's Point ferries, because the lines are shorter for those. Because most people are going to the Center Island ferry with their families to go to the Center Island. Another reason why I love Toronto Island is it's free. You can walk around anywhere, enjoy all the sights without paying a dime. Now there are several attractions on the island that I want to point out. You have, first of all, Center Island Amusement Park. There's a zoo there for the children. You have several rides there, those small roller coasters, basically for children of young ages. Then moving on from there, you have the flower gardens, which are beautiful to view. There's many areas where you can picnic in the parks, and many people have, their families or get-togethers there just to enjoy the nature. And the nature is spectacular there. Nowhere in Toronto do you have the variety of wildlife and birds. I've seen Baltimore Orioles there, many blue jays, I've seen egrets, I've seen blue herons, gray herons, swans. So it's a great place to enjoy nature. And they do have several ways on the island of transportation. You can rent kayaks, canoes, and go along the waterway that runs through the island. You can also rent bikes. And there are areas where you can bring your own bikes on the ferries, and there's a bike trail and a walking path. So there are many ways you can enjoy the scenery and the activities on the island. Another nice thing I love about the island is a car-free environment, so it's quiet and peaceful. It's actually like going out to a cottage, but you're still in the city. There are also several restaurants on the island. On the far east end, there's a little cafe where they serve drinks and beverages, ice cream and sandwiches. Then right near there, you have the Riviera restaurant, which is a full-service restaurant right on the water. And it's kind of a cool place because you can sit outside on their patio. You also have a little coffee shop where you can serve where they serve drinks and snacks in the front area. Then going down towards the main center where you have the beaches, you have the waterfront area where they have the flower gardens, and there's a little restaurant there, a Greek restaurant. Then they have like a pizza, some fast food ones. Also near the ferry, they have the ferry dock where it enters, they have a fast food pizza place and Subway. Then on the east end, they also have a pizza down near Hanlon's Point. So during this time when you're on the island, don't forget to just check out the beautiful nature, the trees, all the lovely flower gardens, and most of all, the beaches. The beaches are fantastic. There's a beach on each area of the island, the west, the south, and the east end, where you can enjoy swimming with your families. The beach on the west end is more of an adult beach, but the Center Island Beach and the Wards Island Beach are definitely family oriented, and you will enjoy the beautiful water there and the sand. One last very important thing I wanted to point out about the pros of Toronto Island are the beautiful homes and cottages that are on the east end. You can stroll through the laneways and just view the cottages. There's many different types. They're all custom built, and they're beautiful scenery and landscaping around the cottages. So just to enjoy that is a wonderful experience. So please take advantage of that if you visit the island. Now let's talk about some of the cons of visiting Toronto Island. The weather plays a big factor on your enjoyment on the island. Please make sure you check the weather before you go and make sure it's not going to be a rainy day or a cold day. It is open all year round. You can take the ferry to the Wards Island all year round, where the homes are, and enjoy the island from that area. If you have a bike or some other transportation, you can explore the whole island. During the summer, though, is the best time to go, but I want you to be aware of weekends can be especially busy. Many times they have different food festivals there, so the weekends can be very busy, so you may want to avoid the weekend times if possible. One more thing I wanted to mention is that the food options are limited. There are only a select few restaurants. Actually, there is one more restaurant I didn't mention. It's a barbecue restaurant right to the west side of the Center Island Ferry as you, get on the island. So, as far as limited options for eating, I did mention a cafe, the Riviera restaurant. Most of them are mainly fast food restaurants such as Pizza and Subway. Many families bring their own food and picnics, supplies, which you are more than welcome to do. One last thing I wanted to mention is the most important of all is don't miss the Toronto Island Marina. If you had a chance, please visit the marina. They have a wonderful patio overlooking the views, and the views of Toronto are spectacular, basically from anywhere on the south end of the island. But the Toronto Island Marina is a special place. I spent 4 summers there living on a boat. They have a wonderful pub there, and they serve snacks. They have a little breakfast restaurant, kind of a retro 50s style diner. And most of all, they have wonderful entertainment there on the weekends, usually Friday, Saturday nights during the summer. You'll hear live music. So please enjoy Toronto Island and explore it sometime. I adjure you to go and just spend a day there with your family. You'll absolutely love it. I hope you enjoyed this video on Toronto Island, on the pros and cons. Please see my next video and subscribe to my channel for upcoming videos about living in Toronto.